So life's been a bit of a shambles for the last 2 weeks. To put it in perspective, normally I have these videos out by Wednesday or Thursday the following week, but it's currently Saturday and I'm only just getting to record this now. It's been busy. Stick with me and you'll find out what's going on.
Monday morning and the run is done. 5-ish Ks, 5.5 minutes. These recovery runs on Monday morning are hard work, but gee, they make me feel good at the end. Love it. Alright, big day today. Let's get on with it. Good afternoon. Monday Arvo, we've just hit the windy old Esplanade. Run's nearly done. And the beautiful thing about Mondays is no matter how slow and sore Monday morning run is, the Arvo run is always that little bit easier. Makes you feel that little bit better. Low heart rate, no pain in the legs, feeling good. Run almost done. Good morning, Tuesday morning, running to work, usual deal. Don't want to talk too much because busy listening to Brett Robinson's recap of his Maragami half. I'll talk to you at Savo. Sorry about that. I was really engrossed in that race recap. If you haven't listened to it, it's the FTK podcast. Brett Robinson was recapping his race at Maragami. And for those that don't know what happened, he was on pretty decent pace with the lead pack and someone dropped a gel and turned around to run back and pick it up and he ran into him. And anyway, Brett ran straight into this bloke and it stopped him dead. What was really intriguing was him talking about how much that affected his mindset and that moment of his 100% concentration in something and then bam, out of nowhere something happens. And how that knocked him for 6 and that affected the rest of his race. I thought it was so interesting to hear from an elite marathoner's perspective what that's like. Anyway, links down below to the podcast. Almost home. I'll see you tomorrow. Workout day tomorrow. Whoa. Good morning. Wednesday morning. 30-minute commute to work. And for the first time this year, Wednesday is a workout day. Boy, am I excited. Get some fast reps in on the way home tonight. It's going to be a big day. Let's get into it. Good afternoon. Wednesday afternoon. And it's a workout at Savo. We're starting with a 4K warm-up. Not because that's anything to do with the workout, but purely geography. Where I want to do the workout is 4Ks away. It's just a nice flat straight stretch without so many road crossings. It'll just make it easier to do it. The workout itself is 8 by 500, aiming for 3:45 pace. But as I said in last week's video, I've got to give myself permission to listen to my body in the first rep. Alright, let's get this warm up done. Get into it. Programmed the wrong bloody workout in my watch. This has got me running 10 400s, not 8.5s. I know it's only sport, but that's a mess with my head. Halfway through now. Turn back and we'll get it done. Oh, did that feel terrible? It's my own fault. I misread the workout that I'd planned. I didn't eat lunch today because I didn't get a chance. I barely drank any water. So by that last rep, by that 8th rep, my body was just giving out. But no, I'm not going any further. I'm going to call it there. Everything just feels flat and gross, but that's a lack of fueling. Alright, the real test on Sunday. So it's going to put that behind us. Leave it in the shed. I'm ready to roll on tomorrow. Coaching tomorrow on a rest day. Ooh, I've earned that. The rest day, that is. Coaching, I still got to tomorrow. Whoa. Bring it on tomorrow.
On Friday morning, I forgot to take the camera to work. There's no footage. I had the race on Sunday, so I knew I wasn't going to do a workout on the Friday. I was just easy jogging to and from work. It ended up being just under 11 Ks total for the day.
And Saturday run done. It's Saturday afternoon. I waited until a bit of rain came out. I prepared just in case the sun came out after the rain, hence the hat and the long sleeve shirt. But it didn't, and that proved to be a very, very bad choice. As the shirt got so heavy, for the last K, my shorts got so wet and tight that I could barely run. That's all right, it's done. 30 minutes, 5.5 Ks, whatever pace that is, it'll be on screen. But yeah, took Max out today. Unfortunately, Max's mate, Charlie, our other dog, we had to put him down this morning. So it's been a big day for the family. So yeah, and making sure that Max doesn't get too upset. Made sure brought him out, and I'll keep bringing him out more often. But yeah, big week. I've got a race tomorrow and I'm really, really looking forward to it. The plan is to go out at 4-minute Ks because I think, or I sort of hope, I think I'm a little bit overly hopeful there, that that's my threshold pace. So this is going to be a bit of a test to, if I can hold that and then with 1K to go, kick down a little bit, well that tells me that I'm pretty close to that being my threshold pace at the moment. But I just don't know, and I don't know if I don't have a go. So I'm going to have a crack at that. Okay, I don't know how we've got tangled. Yeah, gonna have a crack at that and see where my body's at. If I blow up, I blow up, and I'll have to drop any sort of threshold work back to 410s, 420s. That's okay. This way we know, and we've got a benchmark. Yeah, I'm really excited because this is going to be the start of 10K training, pretty much. Let's get into it. I'll see you tomorrow.
So you can see why things have been a little bit unsettled. Saturday was a massive day. Sunday morning, I woke up pretty angry and I knew I wanted to put my body through some stress. I still wanted to go out with my aim of testing 4-minute Ks to see if that was my threshold, but I just wasn't in the mood for talking. So I recorded the race, but I didn't talk at all. Anyway, here's the race. As you can see, it was pretty wet and miserable out there. I went out at 4-minute Ks. It wasn't quite right. Nothing felt right at 4 minutes. So I dialed it back. I felt like I was working too hard. Dialed it back to somewhere around 4:03s. Feeling really comfortable, really chatty actually. I was chatting to people as I went past them, back and forth. I felt really, really good. It felt, I'm not going to say easy, but it felt easy enough and like a good threshold intensity. I ran through 7.5 Ks and the legs started to pinch a little bit. When I hit that turnaround at 7.5 Ks to run the 2.5 Ks back into Clifton, I felt the hamstrings really start to tighten up and they were pulling. The last K wasn't great because I was battling to hold on. I think I blew out to 4:13s in the last K. So that tells me that my wishful thinking of 4 minutes per K being my threshold was just that. It was wishful thinking. So what that tells me is that if I'm going to run threshold and do some threshold work, that needs to be somewhere between 4:05 and 4:10. Okay, that's probably a pretty good estimate of where I'm at right now. And with threshold work, it's always a good idea to just sit on the easier side of that. Because with threshold, it's a zone. It's not a pace. It's not a heart rate. It's a zone. And it's up to a point. So it's that little bit before your legs can't flush out all your lactate. So it's always good to have a bit of a range and be conservative in those workouts. Biggest positive to come out of that though is that my knee was strong enough. It hasn't been strong enough for a long time to do extended intervals. That's why I've been doing 500 meter repeats and only keeping my workouts to 4Ks. But it was strong enough to get through 10Ks at what is pretty close to my threshold pace. A little bit over, but pretty close. So that tells me that I'm strong enough to take the steps that I want to take in the next couple of weeks. Moving into next week, doing 8x500s at 3:45. So I'm going to keep that level of intensity there where it is. Then on Friday, I'm going to bring in a threshold workout. I'll start with a 3x2K at that 4:05 to 4:10s. That should be pretty manageable. I know that it'll feel easy for the first 2 reps at least, and then the last rep might start to feel a little bit heavy if I've pitched it right. And then on Sunday, I'll go out and do a 22K long run. Week 8, I know, because I've already done most of it, it's going to be pretty up in the air and it's going to be a different week for me. So maintaining that consistency, that's going to be a challenge. But I think I can do it. Well, I know I can do it. You'll find out next week how I go. Thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of it. I'm really enjoying making these videos, documenting my journey as I go along, how I'm improving week on week and building these weeks on top of each other. I think I've got about 7 weeks before I'm racing a 10K all out. So probably got about 5 or 6 weeks to put together some quality work towards that 10K. So let's see how fit I can get. I've got a benchmark of 40 minutes and 50 seconds. I know I can do that over 10K. Let's see how much I can drop that by in about 5 or 6 weeks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.